Namaskar friends. Hope everyone is well. Today we will discuss India's worst GDP drop. At first we will try to understand what are the major engines of GDP, why this fall, what is holding back the government from spending more. So let's start. The economy of India is characterized as a developing market economy. It is the world's fifth largest economy by nominal GDP and third largest by purchasing power parity. According to Indian Monetary Fund, on a per capita income basis, India ranked 139 by GDP nominal and 118 by GDP PPP purchasing power parity in 2018. India is classified its economy in three sectors: agriculture, industry, and service. Number 1, agriculture. Agriculture and allied sector like forestry, fishing, milk, animal husbandry, etc. accounted for 16.5% of the GDP, and this sector employed 51% of the total workforce in 2019. Number 2, manufacturing and industry. Manufacturing industry include textile, petroleum, pharmaceutical, infrastructure, gems jewelry, engineering, etc. accounted for 29.6% of the GDP and employed 22 of the total workforce. Number 3, service sector. Service sector including aviation, banking, financial service, information technology has the largest share of India's GDP, accounted for 55.3% of the total GDP. In any economy, the total demand of goods and services, that is the GDP, is generated from one of the four engines of growth. The biggest engine is consumption demand from private individuals like you, that is accounted for 56.4% of all GDP. Second biggest engine is demand generated by the private sector businesses, that is accounted for 32% of all GDP in India. The third engine is demand for goods and services generated by government, that is accounted for 11% of India's GDP. Last engine is the net demand on GDP we subtract import from India's export. In India's case, it is the smallest engine since India typically imports more than its export. Its effect is negative on GDP. India export agriculture product, fuel mining product, manufacturers to United States, European Union, Arab League, China, Asian countries, etc. India import agriculture product, fuel mining product, manufacturers from China, Asian countries, European Union, United States. Here you can see the list of all countries where India has the trading relationship. So now in this quarter one, net export demand in India has turned positive because India's import have crashed more than its export. While on paper this provide a boost to overall GDP. As data shows, government expenditure went up by 16%, but this was nowhere near enough to compensate for the loss of demand in other sector. Most people expected India's GDP to show substantial contraction. When Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation released the data of the first quarter, that means April, May, June of this current financial year, the broad consensus was that decline would not exceed 20%. As it turns out, GDP contracted by 24% in quarter one. In other words, total value of goods and services produced in India in this April, May, and June this year is 24% less than total value of goods and service produced in India in the same 3 months last year. Amid COVID-19, when income falls sharply, private individuals cut back consumption. When private consumption falls sharply, business stop investing. Since both are voluntary decisions, there is no way to force people to spend more and force businesses to invest more in the current scenario. The same logic holds for export and import as well. Under these circumstances, there is only one engine that can boost GDP, that is government. Only when government spent more, either by building roads and bridges and paying salary or by directly handing out money, can revive economy in short to medium term. If the government doesn't spend adequately enough, then the economy will take a long time to recover. Now we would look what government has done. Government released 20 lakh crore to hit the Indian economy, which saw a record contraction in quarter ended June. We estimate the government bear 50% of loss, wage earner 25%, informal firm 15%, corporation the remaining 10%, while much of that already underwater. Low income workers will be the worst affected. This group will emerge with fewer assets and higher debt. Another impact will be on the state government that are already struggling to make ends meet amid COVID-19 pandemic. Government forced state government to borrow from RBI to meet the fiscal deficit. So what is holding back the government from spending more? Actually, economy started slowing since 2017 due to shocks of demonetization in 2016 and introduction of goods and service tax in 2017. During 2008 global financial crisis, the economy faced mild slowdown. India took stimulus measure to boost the growth and monetary demand. We hope that the government will take necessary measure to bring back Indian economy on the mainstream. So that is for today. To get more videos like this, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you. Jai Hind.